Hot rosebud water. There's probably some nonsense claims about how drinking this stuff will boost the polarity of the quantum flow or some word salad like that. But that's not why I drink this. I drink it because it smells nice. What up, folks? This is Harmsy, back in the sound box, and in this video, I got myself a few birthday presents. First of all, we got this guy, a little microphone mount, which I will put in place before the next shot. Second, we have this quarter-inch bandsaw blade that should be easier to control than the dull half-inch blade that I already have. More on that later. Card scrapers, which will probably not feature in this video just yet because I'm not sure how to prep them and I need to look that up. Big beefy outlet to go in place of this one. And big red heater that needs to be plugged into big beefy outlet. I've already gone ahead and shut off the circuit to this thing, so let me just go ahead and swap this out, change my camera angle, put up the microphone mount, and get started with the rest of this video. Alrighty, as you can see, the mounting point for the microphone is working nicely. However, before I move on, I need to show you this little clip. What just happened here was that I damaged the insulation on a 250 volt wire, allowing a spark to jump from said 250 volt wire to the screw you saw in the clip just a moment ago. It helps to be very careful with these things so that you don't have an incident worthy of the electro boom channel. Moving on, I am going to go ahead and test out this nice new bandsaw blade on some of this black walnut here. I think it will go very nice next to the unidentified orangish wood that I got on my Kalimba. But I'm not going to do it right now because my lungs are feeling a little funny and I'm feeling a little tired, and you don't want to be messing with power tools or electrical stuff when you're tired. So I'll do this in a quick little speedy bit tomorrow. Okay, I've got 3 pieces. I may need one more depending on how things go, but now I've got to go ahead and scritch out the bits and take out the bits that I need to take out to do the top and bottom edges. And this is going to take a few days. Alrighty, I've been making some very good, very clean progress on my project so far. However, I've kind of come to a dead stop because my tool broke. Changing the blade was definitely the right idea. However, I should have reinforced this thing so that when the tensioner screw that holds this piece of aluminum in place is tightened, it doesn't pull the layers apart and cause a delamination failure like what happened here. But I went ahead and printed one where that problem has been solved. Now I just need to clean this thing up so I can get back to work. The tool is done and it works. As proof, I offer this, which has scratches on all 4 sides of the back that may not be able to be visible. There we go. Now you can see them. But anyway, in order to solve the delamination problem I encountered in Greml 1.0, Greml 2.0 implements a very advanced technology called wood screws. It's got this little flangey bits running up the length called threads that lock the shaft in place relative to the object it's embedded into, which by Newton's third law means that the object it's embedded into is locked in place relative to the screw. It's wonderful! Now I just need to do the top and flip the blade around so I can finish the corners because it's not quite done on the back just yet, but it will be soon enough, and then I can get to the chiseling. Alrighty, I need to do something about that shadow, but that's not what I'm concerned about right now, and I think I just hit the microphone. But I still don't care about that either, because I'm done chipping out the top and bottom edges of this thing. Yay! Let's have no more of that now. There we go. Now we got that pop idol out of our throat. We can go ahead and move on to what's next. And what's next is I gotta cut these guys into some strips, I'd say about... Oh, it would help if the pencil lead was out. Let's try that again. Good. Okay, we got a mark, a nice dark mark. It'll be about that wide there, if you can see above the line. That's going to be one strip. I should be able to get like 3 out of each one of these 3 guys. So that leaves me 1 spare. Not a huge margin for error, but enough. And if I do need to make more, well, then I can kick the rest of that block through the drum sander to get a nice straight edge to work from. But anyway, once I get the strips cut, I'm going to pre-soak a few of them. I don't know if it needs to be 1 hour or 2 hours or just what. So I'm going to do it overnight, and to avoid some of the sadness from last time, I'm going to weigh them down by tying some bolts to it so it can sink down to the bottom. And then I can cut to a speedy bit of me bending the 4 pieces here, 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 and here to the shape that they need to be. So enjoy the next clip. So, before I roll that speedy bit, I gotta pull this out, and I gotta show you how nasty this water looks. Ugh. Woo! Alrighty, it has been several hours since I've bent these guys, and now they're dry, so it is time to take them off and see how much spring back we got here. Oh, man, bad shoulder. Ugh. Ah, well. Okay, so let's go ahead and release the clamp. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can actually make use of this. Let's see how well it fits up against the instrument. Ooh, that's like pretty close. It's a perfect fit if I move it just right. Let's see about the other side. Let's see about this other side. Okay. Oh, yep, same thing. I don't have very consistent bending here on the original or on the bits here. I need to work on that. But it seems like these bits will work. So now it's just a matter of fitting everything up and gluing it on. And this will take a while. I think I'm going to start with the straight edges. Well, I think it's about time to check in. It has been several days since I last updated you. And in the intervening time, I have cut to length, sanded to fit, and glued up all 4 sides on the oak side. And the gluing happened in 3 stages. First, this curly side here. It was very awkward clamping, and I wish I'd taken a picture of it or something because it was quite a sight to behold. Next, I did these straight sides, and that was much simpler clamping with these 2 guys going across and a third one going this way on this side just to keep it nice and tight up against this side because it was just looking a little bit loose. And then finally, the clamping that you see here to do this side up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this off, like so. And there's a few gaps here, like right there and right there. So I need to do better next time. But now I need to move on to the music side of this. So I got a little bit more cutting, sanding, and gluing to do. And hopefully this side turns out better than this one. And indeed it did. Mostly, apart from this little bit here where there was some sloppy grammling, but I'll just have to do better next time, as previously stated in this video. But look at this clamping! I mean, look at this! We had to have this and this because I had no other way of keeping these bottom corners tight. That's what happens with this sort of shape, which I may not do again in the future. And in order to keep the thing tight in that little spot that I got it wedged into, I had to use this vertical clamp with an offset so that I could still use this horizontal clamp to keep the top edges tight. And then there was still some gap over here, and I didn't have another clamp, so I had to improvise using lamp pipe and some bits of yardstick. This is an absolute glorious mess! And I love it! But there's some cleaning up to do that I can't do in this video, so I'm going to call it to a close and finish editing up this one and then do some research on how to use those scrapers so that in the next video I can start up with that. But until next time, peace out.